So how did you, Candy, get into like streaming, or like what were you doing before streaming, and I don't know, just curious.
I was early 20s, was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and YouTube was like a project that I just started doing in 2015, and then from there I just kind of grew it. You know, had its ups and downs, and I went full-time last year, but during content creation, I worked at a digital media agency, Defy Media. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they went under about a couple years ago.
Okay.
Then I worked as a personal assistant and also at a independent news agency.
Oh.
My old job was to find viral videos before they went viral and sign them up to be licensed to, you know, commercials or TV shows like, you know, Ellen or Jimmy Kimmel, or websites, you know, if they want a story or something.
Yeah.
So.
And then you just started streaming, or did you do YouTube and then
I did YouTube first. Yeah, then I started streaming like, I don't know, a year or two ago.
Wow.
So yeah.
And then you just became a superstar overnight like that.
I don't know about superstar. But
no, he went through quite the hero's journey.
Wow.
To get to where he is.
Oh my lord.
There was a rise and a fall, and then a grand rise again.
Scandals? Scandals? Internet scandals?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Not there yet? Not TMZ?
We can make one. Let's plan it after the stream. We'll plan a scandal.
We'll just do we'll plan it, and then we'll get viral. Voice actor Johnny Young and superstar streamer Kandyrew and Reddit content man Q have broken.
I've decided to get into a WWE match.
WWE wrestling match
versus the Undertaker.
Versus the Undertaker in underwear and lots of oil.
Wow.
Fancy.
We went there.
That's the kind of drama we need.
Didn't realize the scandal was going to be so fun.
That's
Don't
the
throw
content
me with a good time.
That's the kind of content we need in this quarantine, guys.
Round one.
It's true. People need their entertainment.
This is, but I'm serious. But all joking aside, I again, like, I'm a new streamer and I'm just getting to know this, and I do know that
First blood.
you guys are a big deal, so I do appreciate that.
Shut up.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious, dude. I'm being serious.
I think honestly, I think you're probably more like quote unquote famous than either of us.
No.
You're like you're like mainstream, well known.
Nah.
We're like D-list YouTuber, well known.
No,
yeah,
bro.
It's like the second you leave a very small circle on the internet, everybody's like, "Whom is that?"
Yeah, because you can walk into any convention and be like, "Yo, I voice acted the guy who got friend zoned in that Blizzard short with Diva," and people are like, "Oh yeah."
I mean, you would think that. You would think that, but it's not. I mean, I've gotten. It's very strange because I've been acting for 18 years, and
yeah, you've been acting too. Of course.
But I did this movie, and it almost made it to the Academy Awards, and I thought that was gonna be it. And
your break.
Yeah, nope. It was Apex. It's crazy. Never in a million years did I think I was gonna be a voice actor, but I love video games and I played all my life. Like I owned.
It must be so cool for you then.
Oh yeah, it's like a super nerd dream, and like I remember when I didn't have any auditions, and I was telling my friends, I was like, dude, look at this fucking trailer, bro. Look at this fucking pilot trailer, Titanfall. And I was like, I fucking bought my Xbox just for Titanfall, and I was a huge fan of Vince's, and like, and I was like, dude, look, fuck the movies, man. Look at this trailer, bro. How crazy would it be, like, to be in this world, man? And then it's like a nerd's dream. So
that's so cool.
That is incredibly inspiring, man.
Yeah, dude. So if you're a voice actor, and like I tell some of the people in my chat that aspire to be voice actors, I'm like, dude, just
What do you even have to do to be a like? How do you even get started with that?
Okay, yeah. So I'll give you the 101.
All right.
So
let's do it.
in my personal opinion, my personal humble opinion, I know I'm a noob. I'm just 2 months old, a streamer. Again, the human amongst gods here. But just my personal humble opinion.
God. Can we fast forward through this?
Okay. Sorry.
I'm so
Taking too long. Got it. Sorry.
I'm kidding.
So in my personal humble opinion, I think people compartmentalize voice acting with acting, and I think that's a mistake. So what you should do, in my personal opinion, is that you should do theater and act and learn how to act and break down a script. And so there are, I think, I don't want to get too into it, but it's to break it down into segments theater is one. Definitely think theater in terms of like it gives you.
But that's like a whole thing you got to get into, right?
You do,
like,
yeah. You do. I think it's because you got to be able to develop character, break down scripts, and have that discipline. And so, am I following Q? I'm following Q. I'm so far from you. Okay, I'm going to.
I'm following Candy too.
Okay, I'm going to Candy. I'm going to Candy.
I'm following Q.
So.
Oh, no.
What are we doing?
I think you got to definitely get into theater, and then there's like a sitcom guru teacher here in Los Angeles, and she kind of breaks down the script, and her name is Leslie Kahn. I definitely think that was a huge deal, and it's specifically because there's so much technique in sitcom acting. It's the hardest, in my opinion.
Sitcom acting?
Sitcom, like Friends or like
Right,
Seinfeld.
right.
It's extremely formulaic, and so. They kind of she kind of breaks down the whole mystery of what makes things funny and turns and all that kind of stuff. So the reason why I say that is because when you're voice acting, they literally don't give you time. Same thing with sitcom. They don't give you time to memorize anything or they sometimes just walk in and you have like 10 pages and you got to go. Like, you ready? And then when you are like, it's not, they don't give you time. So it's like, sometimes like they'll give you a 3-page monologue scene, and then this has literally happened, and on a show I worked on, and they were like, okay, so here we go, Johnny. I think that was let's just do a take, and you do the take. Like, okay, that was great. So on line 3, I want you to bring down the, and then on line 4, what you do is on the period, I want you to hit the punctuation a little bit, so that on line number 5, it'll be a bit more emotional. And then go down line 10, and I want you to take that time so you can bring out the words on that, and then on line 6, you want to really emphasize that sentence, and then you want you to speed up this next paragraph so that on page 2 you'll be able to do this, and so it's like, and then they're like, you ready to go?
Shit.
Okay, go. And then it's like you don't so you got to really you have to be able to process everything really quickly. So on my
and
scripts,
know how to take direction.
yeah.
That's not my trap.
Okay. Wait, yep. Scanning. Got him.
Candy.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, Candy. Okay, we're just gonna punch through that.
Fine.
Oh my God,
Just too
he's a
loud.
god.
Just killed everybody.
He just killed everybody.
It's fine. They're dead.
Oh no, there's more.
No, there's more. Down there. Oh my God. Candy's a god.
So you would say like theater and like training for like sitcoms, like that prepared you for?
That prepared me,
this?
yes. I mean, I think everyone is different, but I specifically say acting because, and everyone comes from different backgrounds. Kind of like Chris Edgerly comes from stand-up comedy. I feel like that's the hardest, in my opinion. But I
made a mistake.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I didn't think they would be able to shoot that well.
They're like not too far away. I gotcha. But I would say acting, some sort of acting, to be able to break down a script. Just watching cartoons. I definitely think that it helps. Oh my God, I'm getting shot out.
But like, how about like the networking side of shit? Because like, oh wait, got it.
Yeah, moving with you.
Yeah.
Networking.
We're trying
Okay.
to talk about voice acting. Can you leave us alone, everybody?
We're trying to have a freaking friendly conversation. God damn it.
I was just thinking, like, there are a lot of people who want to get into voice acting.
Yeah.
Like, what if they do have like maybe they're drama kids in high school, or maybe they've done like, like Broadway shows or something. Like,
Right.
I guess I wonder, like I'm sure there's some like connection, like networking that you gotta do, right?
There
Like,
definitely
who you
is.
know.
There definitely is, and I will answer you. Okay, so yes, the networking aspect is very. I understand. So it's kind of like business in a sense where it's like, or streaming, or in a sense where it's like you gotta keep doing it and surround yourself with people or like-minded people. And so like the longer you do it, the more people you will come across. So in my particular case, for example, again, people might say it's luck or the universe or whatever, but I just believe that the more people you surround yourself with, the easier it gets. So in my particular case, it was sort of unique in a sense, I guess, where my friend Charlotte Chung, she voices Diva in Overwatch.
Ooh, cool.
And she also voices Seraph in Call of Duty.
Uh-huh.
So what ended up happening was that I was like didn't have any work and didn't have any auditions, and like I said, it's like on my free time, this is what I do. I game, and I've been gaming all my life. So like to decompress, I would game, and like Overwatch came out around, I believe around the similar time that Black Ops 3 did. And I was like, oh my God, Charlotte. I was like, dude, this is so insane. You're in these video games. This is like my dream. Like, how did you do this? And then
That's not that long ago. That was like 4 years ago.
It was
Yeah.
like 2015, 2016
Yeah.
era.
Yeah, she like started to pop off like crazy. And I asked her, and the way I got to know her is that I was in the ABC. So for those of you guys who don't know, ABC is a studio network, and they hold auditions every year for diversity. So,
Oh, cool.
there was a diversity showcase. I think the numbers are like out of 5,000 actors, they pick like 12, and so I got to the
Holy
final.
shit.
Yeah, I got to the final. Like, I went multiple years. The year that I went, I didn't get to the finals, but I met Charlotte Chung was my reader, and she was excited.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Being a
sorry.
reader?
So when you're acting in a scene and there are producers and writers and directors in the room, you have a reader opposite of you to read a scene together with you, and usually it's another actor or actress
I see.
to help you get into the scene, and they read opposite you. And so she was my reader, and she was formerly like she made it to the finals. And so they have like a program where they help the next generation and or whatnot. And she was like so happy that she was like, she's like, oh, we don't have a lot of, Asian males. And she was, she sort of championed me in that sense. And so she knew my work. And so when I reached out to her with voice acting, years and years down the line, I was really excited for her. She's like, I'll help you. She walked me into her agency, and I told her I won't let her down because I'm like, I love video games and cartoons, and I know it probably more than the agents do. Like, I know my stuff. Because on my free time, I Google, like, we're excited for video games that are coming out,
Right.
and all that kind of stuff. So,
But so you did also have to like kind of like sell yourself in a
Yeah.
way. Like you gotta be able to be confident and be like, yo, this is the angle I have.
absolutely. Yeah, and like, I was really nervous when I was younger, but I, like 16 years into it, I'm just like, look, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I know. And they're like, do you have a reel? So what a reel is pretty much a voice actor's like, or an actor's resume.
Portfolio?
Yeah, portfolio, whatever you may call it. And I was like, look, I don't have a reel, but I know what I'm doing. I know that these projects are coming out. My friends are programmers. Like, and I was like, look, I can do these voices. And I kind of like in the room, I kind of just did it. And then they're like, okay, we'll give you a shot.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, trust me. I was like, trust me. My goal is to be like Nolan North and Troy Baker. Trust me. And then they're like, they're probably thinking this guy's crazy, but they gave me a shot. And I worked my ass off, and like in a really, really short period of time, I got to where I was, and and like even through this, like I got another agent reached out for conventions and all that. Never in a million years did I think that this would happen. But
So you didn't actually. So what I'm getting.
Okay.
Did you actually win that competition, like the 5,000 to 12 thing? Were you like a finalist, or because of your friend, like she kind of put in a good word for you?
it was just because of my friend. I was not even a finalist. Yeah, like I got dropped early.
I see.
I didn't make it, man. I didn't make it.
That's so cool though. I
But
feel
a lot
like
of people would have like given up. A lot of people would have just said, hey, like maybe this isn't
For me.
maybe this isn't the thing for me, or like whatever.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Bro.
I think that's the big aspect of luck that people ignore.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people can get lucky and get in a lucky situation, but you have to like take advantage of it properly.
You gotta
Actually
be.
put the effort forward, and like you took a chance. Like you were like trying to convince them to take a leap of faith on you, and I feel like a lot of people just wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, especially being like I don't want to bring this whole thing up, but like being an Asian American male, it's it was very, very difficult for the good 18 years of my life. And
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when I used to send in headshots that were black and white, and like I had to handwrite everything. Like they just were like, we don't know how to sell you, man. And I get it. There's no it's a business, and it's a legit thing. But like you said, it's like you kind of stick around and you create opportunity for yourself. But you got to either be crazy like me, or you got to be an idiot. Like you got to bash your head against the brick wall like a million times. You just got to be a little nutty. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really inspiring, dude. Honestly, dude, like
That's so cool.
I think you're like just I don't know. You're way more goated than we are, honestly. We're just the. I mean, I don't know about Q, but I'm just the fucking YouTuber. I think it takes a lot of work.
What are you talking about, bro? Just a fucking YouTuber. That shit's hard as hell too.
Yeah, I guess it's a different struggle, but I think acting and getting to voice acting, it's so. I don't know. I just think it's really impressive.
Well, I appreciate.
And a lot of people like going back to
I'm
something that I think
here.
Johnny was saying earlier is I feel like a lot of people do miss the acting aspect of voice acting. Like they think it's just somebody in a room reading lines.
Yeah.
When really it's somebody going through all of the steps of regular acting, but on a soundstage.
You're right.
You
So,
know, like-
so for example, like the reason why I feel like the sitcom training was so vital was because it's like everyone thinks, okay, you're in this perfect sort of situation and everything's perfectly great, and like, and you know every you know you have your lines memorized and everyone's friendly. Nope, it's not like that. It's like your car broke down and then you know your house is on fire. And then you know they change the script on you like maybe you know like 4 hours before, and you got to memorize your lines, and then you're coming down with the flu, and then on top of that you had like 4 hours of sleep, and you have to have a 16-hour day, and it's like that's what differentiates people, like I would say quote unquote, I don't want to you know offend anyone, but you know the amateurs from the professionals. Is you got to dig deep.
The boys from the men, so to speak.
Yeah. It's not always ideal, and it's you know a lot of the actors kind of say that as well, and it's kind of like I said as well. It's like, can you handle like, you know, the directors and the producers? They're throwing everything at you, and it's like you got to adjust, and it's like you can't take things personally, and you know you have to know it's for the better good of the project, and it's you know it's nothing personal.
Right.
Luckily, Apex is not like that. They're extremely giving and extremely friendly,
Really?
like literally the best people on earth,
That's so cool.
including the voice actors. Like we all hang out, like like not even joking.
Yeah, I always see pictures of you
That's
guys
sick
like,
to
oh
think
man, I wish I had friends. Just kidding. I had friends.
Oh come on, get out of here! You guys got internet friends. I'm like I want to be part of the internet crew. This is so cool. Captain
I
Toffo
love
and
my friends.
Canada
Honestly, like
crew.
real talk.
Huh?
I love my friend group. Like I think we have a really good chemistry. Everyone's cool. No one's like no drama. And I actually met Boom and Poner, two guys who I'm pretty close with at Boom's bachelor party. And I thought, I don't know, it was so cool meeting them in person. I feel like we all got a lot closer. I don't know. It was just a really, really good time. A lot of my friends, I feel like, are internet friends. Like most of my friends, like in the last 10, 15 years have been internet people. Like there's some guys that I played Dota with back in like 2007 that I invited to my wedding, or I still talk to. You know, I'm friends with them on Facebook, things like that. So
That's amazing, dude. Oh jeez, okay. Big attack, okay. I've noticed that too. Hold on. Got him here.
I see one.
Broken.
Recharging my shield.
Nice.
help.
There you go.
New friends.
Oh
We
boy.
need a separate team. That's
Yeah, get third party. Oh Jesus Christ.
Give sec.
The all-seeing eye.
It's gonna freak him out a little bit.
You got it. You got it, dude.
I'm back. That's my drone.
Nice.
Punching a tunnel.
Give sec, Q.
Back. I'll always be around.
If you need to escape, there's
Oh, this is such
Yeah.
a...
Going. Woo, buddy.
That was crazy.
Fucking teamwork, motherfucker.
Thank you for saving me.
You got it, bro. I'm just.
you guys.
Where you at? Where you at?
No, I'm
Are
good.
you up there? Okay,
Oh, he's
we'll
up there. I'm
come
going back.
No, I'm good. I'm good. It's this one.
Oh boy.
He's dead.
Nice, Candy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
They're all dead.
No, there's another team. I just got sniped.
Oh,
They're all dead.
shnikes.
Yeah. Just
Okay,
careful.
you're probably right.
Up there.
Careful. I see one.
What are we talking about?
Candy's just taking mysterious portals and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew where it was going.
Oh, okay.
He's just a pro. That's all.
No.
He is kind of a pro, though.
Kinda. Well, as I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted by these assholes.
Right?
I think that it's. I was telling Vince Zampala, he is the CEO of Respawn. I was telling Vince and that like it's just and a bunch of the writers too, Tom and Ashley and Manny, who are the writers of Apex. Like it's gaming and the internet. Like everyone wants you to win. There's another crew over there. That's what's so unique about Twitch and voice acting. And not to say that, you know, other actors or things like in television and film or, you know, or otherwise, but I just feel like voice acting and the internet and Twitch, like you guys are so giving and everyone wants everyone to win, which is cool and unique, I think. Right behind you.
I feel like the Apex community is really, really positive. Like there's not too much drama.
No,
everyone gets along.
No.
Everyone supports each other.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is so cool. Even the Twitch community, like wants everyone to win. It's like it's so cool, and so it's like that's why like you know I'm new into this and just watching you guys, you know, and I know you're like, oh shut up, but I'm like I'm being for real. It's like oh we got a lifeline over here. I'm down. Right behind you, Candy. Thank you for saving me. I really mean it that like it's so cool that I'm getting into this because I feel like this is the future. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're just now getting into it though. I would have thought, you know, someone who's into gaming and like, I don't know. But I would have thought you were like.
Oh my god.
Dude, there's so many teams here. Like what?
Yeah. There's like 900 people here.
What the shit?
900 people. 900 people. 900 people. Oh my god. Screw you. Oh my god. I'm dead. Yeah, you know, like I've had my doubts as well. I'm like, oh, no one's gonna watch me. You know, like who the hell's gonna watch me? And it took Chris Edgerly, who voices Pathfinder, to be like, Johnny, you should do this. Like, you can do this. And I was like, dude, no one's gonna watch me. And I was like, I don't know, and I don't know how to set all this up. But literally, once I got on, people were like, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. And I'm like, I don't know. And then they're like, you know, Cloak. There's one of my mods. You know, he's awesome guy as well. His name's Cloak and Kill. He literally helped me set up my OBS. He's like, this is what you need. These are your settings. And then
that's so nice.
Super nice. He like literally took up like a couple days out of his life to help set me up. And I felt bad. And they're like, and then my mods were like, shut up. We just want content from you. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And so, you know, again, you know, like you even inviting me to play. And you know everyone's been just so cool. So
yeah, I think that's so helpful. I mean, even like I personally had a few people in the beginning help me out with tech stuff, but I think I'm just grateful that we live like in a time when like anything is Googleable. That's why when people are like, oh man, like I don't know, like I want to do YouTube or I want to do Twitch, but I don't know how to like edit or I don't know how to set up OBS. I'm like, that's not an excuse, bro. Like if you really want it, literally just fucking Google it and you'll find your answers.
It might take some time. It might take some trial and error, but you'll get there.
Yeah.
What's your Twitch again, Johnny? Someone was asking.
Oh, my Twitch is Johnny Young 115, I believe. I don't even. Okay. I think.
Nice.
It is. But I mean, yeah. I mean, it was extremely. I mean, even as like I mean, I built my computer and everything, and you know, I game. But it's like even for someone like me, you're right. Like, if you want it, you got to get it. Kind of like acting or streaming or whatever. So you got to put yourself out there. You got to look it up and do all that stuff. You got to put in the work. But it was very intimidating, to be very honest. You know.
Oh, totally.
It can be very daunting.
Yeah.
The idea of live streaming is extremely intimidating. Like I was making videos for probably 6 months before I fired up my first live stream, and the panic before I hit that go live button was palpable. It was extremely.
Yeah. And I'm like, am I gonna say something stupid? Like, what's it gonna be? I don't know. There's no edits. This is live television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say stupid shit. So like, I don't know. I feel like I just have that as the normal.
Yeah.
And so it's always expected.
Dude, I've said some dumb ass shit too. I mean, even in real life, like I mixed up like even like when I talk about the writers or people behind the scenes or animators in Respawn, I mix up their names all the time.
Oh
and
no.
And I don't intentionally do it. And you know they think it's funny, but it's like, you know, I screw up all the time, dude.
Yeah.
It happens, and if you try to present yourself as somebody that doesn't make mistakes,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a problem. That's why you just have to like
Chua,
be
we're
human
in the
and
ring.
just like allow yourself to be a normal person, and people will connect with that.
I agree.
You know?
I agree with that. You just gotta accept the suck.
Yeah, exactly.
The suck.
The
That's a
suck.
great way to put it.
Play my game.